Assalamualaikum, I'm Q Saini from 21B03 and I will present introduction for assignment simple and multiple linear regressions. In simple linear regression, we have a single input variable based on which we predict the output variable, where in multiple linear regression, we predict the output based on multiple inputs. So input variable can also be termed as independent or predictor variable, and the output variable is called the dependent variable. For instance, baseball player performance may be influenced by their skill level, natural talent, the sport they wear, and the resources they have access to, like a decent field and the other factors. Finally, analyzing data from a random sample of Major League Baseball player, we make the judgment and describe the benefit and drawback of multiple linear regressions. The outcome will assist us in making choices to address the issue.
Hello everyone, my name is Katrina. I'm here today to share about the simple line regression analysis. You all can see about the scatter plot. This is 5 of our graph, and second is about the correlation. We can know that the strong positive, moderate positive, weak positive, and moderate negative. After that, we see the another place is about the general form SLR equation. We can know about y equal to what. We can see about the table here. And in the last is about the confidence determination. Right here we can correct the determination so that we have our own expectation is about how many percent of the variable y is apparent by the variable in x.
Good evening, I'm JC Rajendra from 21B. My part is for today is overfitting. Overfitting when a machine learning model predicts outcome accurately for training data but not for new data. This underdecided tendency is known as overfitting. In this graph, the graph shows that positive relationship between observed comprobe and regression standardized predict value. The graph prefer to underfitting because it's not appropriate and will be visible since it will perform poorly on the training data. The next part is model of comparison. The main principle of the model comparison approach is to evaluate the explainative power of two or more models in order to determine which model better explain variance in Y. Thank you. My next part is multicolority. Dependent variable for this coefficient data is batting average. This coefficient table is refers to multicolority, which equivalent to or more independent variables, sometimes refers to as prediction, are substantially associated with one other in a regression model.
Multiple linear regression analysis. The best fitted model that we have chosen is comparison model. This is seen because this model can compare the explanatory power of two or more models with information to identify the model that best explains invariance in Y. The second one is point prediction based on the best model. This is because, for example, in a yes or no task in which a single stimuli is presented per trial and the observer must decide whether or not it contains the target. Y corresponds to the false alarm rate which characterizes the decision process. And the last one is hypothesis testing, which is I'm going to show in the slide. Thank you.
My name is Simete, metric number 221220608. I will talk about the conclusion and explain the advantage and disadvantage of multiple linear regression, which is MLR. There are some advantage and disadvantage of multiple linear regression. For the advantage, the first advantage is MLR can analyze two or more variables. The second advantage is MLR can improve accuracy of prediction. It allows the researcher to test numerous independent variables which help to explain different things regarding the dependent variables. The third advantage of MLR is the ability to know the relative influence of one or more independent variable on the dependent variable. There are also some disadvantages for MLR. The first disadvantage for MLR is MLR needs high-level mathematics to analyze the data, and it also requires in the statistical program. So, the researcher cannot interpret the results of the multiple regression analysis on basis of assumption. The second disadvantage of MLR, which is about the data of MLR, must be independent.